So in this session, we're going to run through 3 strategies. We're going to run through 3 strategies that will show you essentially how to grow your practice to the point where you're hitting 6 figures, to the point where you're dealing with 100 plus clients per week. Okay, and that number might be a bit scary for some of you, but this is the kind of number that I want you to be thinking about when you think about your potential as a practitioner. Okay, so the first pillar that I'm going to be teaching you about today is content marketing. Okay, content marketing in a nutshell is essentially a strategy we use in order to show people who we are. It's to familiarize our audience with who we are, what kind of services we provide, and to make them feel a sense of trust, rapport, bonding when they look at the content we put out. They recognize that we're professionals and they want to work with us. That's essentially all the content marketing is. So the second pillar we're going to be looking at is called funnel marketing. Okay, and funnel marketing is a little bit different from content marketing. Content marketing takes time. This isn't done overnight. Content marketing, you're looking at 2 to 8 weeks to get real traction, to start bringing lots of clients in. You want to be running, you want to be putting out material for a period of about 2 to 8 weeks before clients are going to start flowing to you in abundance. Okay, funnel marketing is different. Funnel marketing, you're looking at 1 to 5 days. So this is the power of funnel marketing. Now, the reason that these two are used differently is because they both have different strengths. Obviously, this is a lot quicker. This builds a lot more trust. So when you're content marketing, you're showing your personality, you're showing your brand, so you're a naturopath. Okay, so you'd start off your content marketing by talking about why you became a naturopath. You'd put together a 30-second video and tell the story of what you were like in high school and how you started becoming interested in food and herbs and the benefits they could have for your health. And you'd tell that story, and then 2 days later you would tell another story. You'd talk about the kind of clients that you help. You talk about the kind of problems that you help people deal with. And then maybe another couple of days later, you would sit down with a client and have them give a testimonial. And you would talk with them, both be seated in a nice outdoor location, and you talk with your client about the struggles that they went through in their health and how you show them the path to get out of those struggles. So that's content marketing. It takes time, but it builds a tremendous amount of trust. This is where you start doing your Facebook Lives. This is where you start doing viral videos. And this is where you're doing regular posts on your Facebook page, blog posts, images, and really giving people a sense of who you are and how you can help them. That is what content marketing is. Funnel marketing, the core of funnel marketing is, if you imagine a funnel's very wide at the top and very narrow as you get towards the bottom. Now, yes, it is all backwards. I'm sorry about that, guys. There's really nothing I can do about that except try and write backwards. I'm just watching on the Facebook Live and it's coming across backwards. So just listen to the words I'm saying and hopefully you can get an understanding of all these concepts. So funnel marketing is all about bringing people in by providing value. So an example of this, let's say you're a massage therapist. Okay, so what you would do is you would set up an ad. You'd set up an ad on Facebook and you would push your ad out to your ideal audience. So if you're a massage therapist, most of the people you work with in your community might be 30 to 40-year-old women who are mums, as an example. So if that is the main kind of clients, if those are the main kind of clients that you deal with, an example of creating a valuable thing for them to, a valuable piece of content for them to read or digest or consume would be, for example, top 3 tips to avoid joint pain or top 5 tips to avoid muscle pain. So what you do is you create a PDF and call it like a report, or you could create a short video training. It's really up to you what you create, but the essence is that you need to create something of value. You need to create something that when you put it in front of your target audience on their Facebook feed, they want to click it. They can't help but click it. They need to get the information that you're providing. That is the kind of value we're talking about creating here with funnel marketing. So what happens is you create this valuable piece of content, you promote it through a Facebook ad, and your prospect sees it on their phone. They're scrolling through their phone at lunchtime and they see your ad. 3 tips to avoid muscle pain. And they just happen to be feeling muscle pain, so they click on your ad. Then you do a short explanation of the benefits they'll get when they download your information, your content. So then, in order to get your content, they register. So they fill in a little form, which you set up. They fill in a form, they register for your content, and give you their details. So they give you their name, their phone number, and their email address. Then you automatically send them the content. They read it, they love it, they fix their muscle pain or their joint pain, and they're happy. And guess what? You've built trust with them. Okay, so they see you as the expert. They remember back to who they got it from, and they remember that you were the massage therapist that helped them with that joint pain, that shoulder pain, or whatever it may have been. From that point, when you have their information, this is when you reach out to them. Now, the most effective way that we're seeing working right now in terms of marketing is you actually pick up the phone, and you, as the person who created the content, you would have had a little picture of yourself on the content, or if there's a video, they'll recognize you. You pick up the phone, you say, hi, okay? Hi, my name is Sally. I saw you downloaded my report on helping relieve the top 3 tips to help relieve muscle pain. I was just wondering, how did that go for you? Did that work? How are you feeling at the moment? And your prospect will say something like, oh, it was great, thank you so much. That actually helped me straight away. And that's awesome. That means you've helped someone, and they love you for it because you've just helped them with a major problem. Or they'll say, look, it worked, but I've still got pain. I've still got this issue in my shoulder. It's really annoying me. Which is when you say, look, I understand what you're saying. And as a qualified massage therapist, I help people like this all day, every day. I know exactly how to deal with that problem. Let's get you in for a consultation and we can take a look and deal with it. Simple as that. Does Wednesday work for you? I've got an opening on Wednesday. How does that sound to you? Sounds great. You've just got your client. See, just like that, you've got yourself a client. This right here has become the most powerful online marketing method. Okay? Content marketing is amazing. It's been around much longer than funnel marketing, and it is amazing for building trust. However, for getting conversions, so getting people in the door, funnel marketing right now is proving to be where it's at. It's proving to be the most effective method that we're seeing right now for getting people to come physically into the practice. Okay? So you really want to learn this. This will change your practice. If you start putting out funnels each week, okay, you discipline yourself to do this. You start putting out, they're called campaigns. You start launching campaigns. If you go out in the next 2 weeks, you launch 4 campaigns. So 2 campaigns each week that target your audience, where they're at, which give them value, okay? And let's say you spend $100 on each campaign. You're then going to get about 8 leads. So 8 people are going to give you their information. 8 leads for $100. Then what's going to happen is you're going to try and call all 8 leads, but only 4 of them are going to answer their phone. So 4 people are going to answer their phone, and you're going to jump on the phone and you're going to talk through this issue that they're dealing with. And you're going to talk to them about that issue, and you're going to show that you can help them solve that problem. You're going to show yourself as someone who cares, as an authority. And then what's going to happen is those 4 people are going to come into your practice. Okay? So you've invested $100. $100, and you've generated 4 clients. Now, if you're charging like you should be, if you're charging what you're worth for an initial consultation, you're going to charge anywhere from $90 to $110 for an initial consultation. Okay? So let's say you just charge $100. From investing $100, you've got 4 clients who you're going to charge $100 each for their initial consultation. Then, if you use the right technique and you know how to say this and you do this properly, these are going to be rebookings. 3 out of 4 of those clients are going to be rebooked. Okay, so they're going to come back another time. So let's just say you rebook 3 out of 4 of the clients that actually come in and they come back. So right off the bat, you've generated $400 out of the initial $100. Then you rebook 3 out of 4 of those clients and you've made another $300. 400, 300, $700 you have made from a $100 investment in launching campaigns. Guys, this isn't rocket science. This is what smart marketers are doing. This is what the smart naturopaths are doing. They're growing their practices to multidisciplinary wellness centers where they're bringing in a whole bunch of different people and they're growing and they're really thriving because they understand this process. And this is what I want you to learn. This is what I want you to understand, how this works. Because when you get this, getting more clients to come into your practice is literally just a matter of setting up a campaign, spending some money on Facebook ads, and welcoming clients in the door. That's how simple it is.